Larimer Square is one of downtown Denver's most visited spots.
Yes, that city block is full of great dining, fine shopping, and most importantly, a rich history. But in order to keep thriving, Larimer Square has to evolve.
Denver 7 reporter Eric Lufer is live in Larimer Square. And Eric, the developers there want to make sure evolving doesn't mean destroying.
Right, that's because historical buildings cast shadows on the street below here. The first bank in Denver was right here, the first post office, but growth is inevitable, and the people who are managing this Colorado gem are asking for the public's input now on how to grow responsibly.
Larimer Square is the story of Denver. It was the very first street. It's where many of the first businesses were formed.
But like every aging landmark, this spot needs some tender love and care.
Just like a car that you change the oil every 3,000 miles, eventually when it hits 1,000,000 miles, you may have to replace the engine.
John Berge is the Chief Development Officer for Urban Villages. That's the developer managing Larimer Square. He's excited for the future, but wants help from the public.
For us, it's really critical that we meet with as many people around the city as we possibly can.
So Urban Villages is set to open up this community center in Larimer Square that will be open to the public. Food. That is my favorite part about Larimer Square. This is where you can join the conversation once this community center opens. Here you'll get some education while also giving your input.
To me, the architecture is kind of like the bones of Larimer Square.
I think it's great that as Larimer's grown with the city, we get input from the people that shop here, the people that eat here, and just come down here for a drink after, being at the DCPA.
Plans are already in the works on what could come next.
We're looking at ways that we can bring in economic diversity, trying to find ways that we can add affordable housing to this block so that every income class can really celebrate and enjoy it and call it home.
But Berge wants to make it clear that no matter what changes in the future, the historic buildings that still stand will remain.
The revenue that's generated from building new buildings can help subsidize the project. And live here, I'm standing in front of this community center that is going to open up on February 25th. It shares an entrance with the Timbuktu Bag Store right across the street from the Starbucks. It will be open Monday through Friday for the public, all to get that input on what will happen for the future of this place. I'm Eric Lufer, Denver 7.